Good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking the time out to be with us tonight. So my name is Mulyadi Sharifuddin. I'm one of the co-founders of Makerscut. At Makerscut, our vision is to remove barriers and enable independent designers to materialize their dreams. Let me begin by sharing with you how we came up with the idea for Makerscut. This is Anthea. Anthea was one of our designers when we first started our startup back in 2010. At that time, Anthea was helping us part-time because she wanted time of her own to pursue her dream of launching her own label and product. So we met Anthea again recently, and she's no longer doing design. So we were talking to her and asking her why had she given up on something that we remembered she was so passionate about. So Anthea was saying, well, after trying for more than 3 years, it's just impossible. And Anthea is not the only one. Currently, there are more than 35,000 people in the fashion design and graphic design in Thailand, Indonesia, and Singapore. So all of these designers are facing high barrier of entry, mainly in the area of funding, selling, and production. And currently, there are no existing complete platform to help them. This is Kitaro. Kitaro is a very good friend of ours from Japan. So one day, Kitaro was visiting us, and we were talking about shopping. So I was saying, hey, Kitaro, you're so lucky. Tokyo is a shopping haven. And he said, no. If you go to a mall in Tokyo now, you go to a mall in Bangkok, Singapore, or Jakarta, it's the same, right? Basically, you see the same thing, the same brand. H&M, Uniqlo, Pull&Bear, Zara, you name it. So shopping has become very mundane. There's basically no individuality. Everything is fast fashion, fast fashion, fast fashion, with no focus on quality whatsoever. And Kitaro is not the only one. If you look at Etsy, which is an independent marketplace, there are currently more than 25 million active buyers. And so, while we were touring and walking around and then finding out whether this platform was viable, we went to Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam, and we were talking to craftsmen. And this is a craftsman out of Bandung, Indonesia. Ahmed is a shoe craftsman. So we were talking to Ahmed. Ahmed, how's the craft industry in Indonesia? It's not very good, he said. The youngsters are no longer doing design, crafting. And when I asked him why, he was saying, well, basically everything is monotonous. They're basically just a tool and doing what very low quality stuff, and there's no skills update. Basically, they're still using very outdated machineries and being exposed to very, very old skill sets. So we were thinking, what if we can actually combine these designers to these consumers to the craftsmen? Essentially, we are actually creating a full, complete creation process where we connect design to funding to production. Let me share with you how it works. So a designer simply has to submit a design in the form of a simple sketch, choose the material on our platform, and then it would be converted as a form of a crowdfunding campaign where each piece has to hit a minimum number of product in a certain time frame before it goes to production. And upon successfully reaching the goal and going to production, we will actually be the one who's handling production, quality control, and logistics as well. And we are able to do this because of the craftsmen that we are working with. Let me now share with you one of the current campaigns that's running on our platform. So how big is the market? So currently in Singapore, Thailand, and Indonesia, there are 9.4 million people in the creative industries. If you were to focus just on graphic and fashion design, that's 1.1 million. Our goal is to capture a very conservative 2% of this market to give us 22,000 designers by 2019. And how do we make money? So it's a very simple markup on production. So if you take the 22,000 designers that's on Makerscut by 2019, times $25, which is our average markup, it'll give us $7.9 million revenue by 2019. So the team, me and Alan, we've been doing startup from 2010. This is our third startup together. And Devita is actually, she started with us on our first startup as a sales personnel. She's currently our GM of the Indonesian operation. Hassan is our advisor, and he's the previous managing director of IAH Game, who was responsible for orchestrating the exit to use it. If you look at the competition, in the handcrafted marketplace, there's Etsy and Pinkoi. And Pinkoi was just invested by Sequoia last year for $9 million US. And if you look at the funding, crowdfunding space, there's Kickstarter and Indiegogo. But currently, there's no platform that helps you fulfill the whole way, from production to funding to logistics and delivery. So we launched the platform in March of 2016. We set up the whole team in Bandung, Indonesia. We got into SPH Accelerator in April 2016, and we generated first revenue in April of 2016. Currently, we are glad to announce that we have more than 30 designers on board from more than 5 countries. And we have launched 16 campaigns today with more than 50% success. And what we're asking for is a $500,000 that will take us to 18 months. The majority of it would go to marketing and to go into new markets like Thailand. And so with that, I would like to thank you again. And don't forget that there are still campaigns running. For example, if you look at this shoe, this is a very nice shoe. Don't forget the promo code. We just set it up for you today. So it's SPHPNP2 because we are batch 2! Woo!